Welcome back to another video from Small White Fish of Japan. Today I'm driving from Niigata City out to Agano to park up at the Akumatsuyama Forest Park and climb Mount Hoju. Let's climb! Morning lads, Monday morning, no school. All my schools had a sports day on Saturday, so they're all closed today, so I'm forced to take a day off. Disaster. The very same thing happened this time last year, and I filmed my first ever video climbing Mount Kakuda. So to mark the anniversary, we're going climbing again. Today we're heading out to Agano to climb Mount Hoju, 556 meters high, so just a little one today. Right, let's get out to the trailhead, arriving in 29 minutes. We have arrived. This is Akumatsuyama Forest Park, and the trailhead is just here. This is the start of the Akumatsuyama course. Now, a word of warning: if you're driving up to this trailhead, this last part of the road gets very steep. Last time I came here was in the winter. There was snow on this road, and I made it most of the way, but when I got to this last part, my car, which is not four-wheel drive, the wheels started spinning and ended up sliding back a bit and off to the side of the road, got stuck. And my in-laws had to come out and rescue me. We all had to push the car back onto the road. Very embarrassing. So if you're coming here in winter, be warned, if you're not confident your car's gonna make it up this hill, I recommend parking down the road and walking up to the trailhead. That day after being rescued, I didn't go climbing, so it was getting late, so I just went home with my head bowed. Come back today to get my revenge. Let's gear up. Right, let's get climbing. This sign suggests it takes 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to the summit. 10 past 11 now. Let's see how long it really takes. And there was a sign saying bears have been spotted in the area, so be careful. So I got my bear bell to warn any bears of my approaching. And hopefully stay out of my way. Mount Hoju. This way. Hoju translates as a precious gem. Mount Precious Gem. If I remember correctly, most of the route is like this. Steep steps up through the trees. But this mountain has a rocky summit, so if you make it to the top, you're rewarded with a beautiful view. Oh yeah. It rained a lot this weekend, so I expected it to be wet and slippery, but not too bad so far. Quite a warm morning, so it's dried up nicely. I remember now on this route there's a lot of descending to do as well, so even though the summit's only 500 odd meters, you definitely climb a lot more than that because you're going up and down all the time. Bit of a break in the trees. There's the view of the flatlands back to Niigata city in the distance. We've reached the top of Mount Jaw. Just got a name for itself, but it's really just a bump along the ridge on the way to Hoju. Anyway, summit of Mount Jaw, 337 meters. Well, I haven't bumped into anyone yet, but I saw what looked like fresh footprints in the mud, so I guess there's someone up here. No cars at the bottom though, considering today is a normal work day and this is not a very popular climb anyway. Didn't think I'd see many people, if any, today. Another summit, Mount Akamatsu, 370 meters. But again, just a bump along the way. Let's crack on. Keep hearing sporadic gunfire, I'm sure. Wonder if they're hunting bears to cull them. Another summit, not really a summit, 440 meters. Can't read this one. I'll add the name on the screen. I'm still pretty illiterate. 440 meters, so 100 meters below the summit of Hoju. Did you hear that gunfire? Can't imagine what else is. Gonna look it up when I get back. Footprints in the mud, and only going one way as far as I could tell. Getting steep and slippery. We've roped these steep sections, which is nice. Trees are thinned out here. Another nice view. You can see the summit from here. That one just over there. I can see the structure with a bell on it. First I climb this one next to it. Descend like Colbert. The final push to the top. Let's do this. Back into the trees. After that brief respite, another summit, Mount Yatagara, 545 meters, so only a bit lower than the final summit, but we have to go down to go back up again. When you get to this clearing, you got a steep descent and then a final push to the summit up there. Heading back up now, which I believe is a final push to the top. I made it to the summits. No sign of whoever left those boot prints. Maybe they went on down this trail on the opposite side. The bad thing about this route is that from where I started, there's only one way that I know of. The one I just did, so I have to go back down the same way. This one I'm pretty sure goes down to another trailhead, the opposite side of the mountain. So you could do that, but you'll need 2 vehicles. Leave one at the end. Mount Hoju, 559 meters. Huh. 3 meters higher than what Google said. And I think here is where I'll have my lunch and enjoy the view. Nice view all the way down to the Agano River. Oh, let's check the time. 4:40, so that took 1 hour and a half from the trailhead to the summit. Smashed the suggested time of 2 hours and 10 minutes. Let's get lunch on the go. Alright, Tall Brian, today's noodles, Okinawa soba. Just got back from Okinawa about 2 weeks ago, so we're into everything Okinawan at the moment. Let's tuck in Okinawa soba. See, I see. Tasty. Not as good as the real thing, but bloody good. 8.5. That was delicious. Let's tidy this place up. Let's start heading down to base camp. Down and up, and down and up, and down again. 1:10. Let's see how long it takes us to get down. See you next time. Let's go. That's where we drove from, across the Echiko Plains, along the Agano River to here. And those mountains in the distance are the ones that I climbed in my previous videos. Takuda, Tahoe and Yahiko. Good job. First person I've met today. Lady going up. So not the previous boot print lever. Yosh, and back to the trailheads. Time check. 2:10. So exactly 1 hour. So that was 1.5 hours to go up and 1 hour to come down. Nice. That was Mount Hoju. Unfortunately, most of it is just a trudge up a steep forest path, but I think it redeems itself with the small clearances on the ridge, and then the rocky summit itself. Yeah, it's nice. Right, let's head for home. We are home and bathed. Today's drink of choice, new release from Asahi. Asahi, the bitterest. A bitter, as the name suggests. Cool black and gold can. Nice. And it is lovely. This time put it in a glass so I can check out the colour. Yeah. Here we are. A nice light amber colour. Not quite as dark as the taste suggests, this bro. Good work today. Clancha. Malty, sweet, bitter loveliness. Reminds me a lot of a London Pride, which is praise indeed. Right, time to get dinner ready. Tonight I'm making nabe, often translated as hot pots, which is a dish all made in this one pot and then served at the table. So first you add broth. Today kimchi broth made by Moranbon, no relation. So first you stick in this broth, and then you add your meat and veg. So you're going to put in some haksai, Chinese cabbage, shirataki, noodles made from konnyaku, tofu, chives, and thin slices of pork belly. Let's get to it. Bubbling away. Nice. Let's tuck in. Banging. Right, lads, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next one. Mata!